Hi, I'm Connie from the Beehive Quilt Shop, and I'm going to go over a tutorial here, just a quick little overview of a project that I just recently finished. It started out as a deer Christmas quilt kit from Urban Chicks, and I thought this was really fun. But I thought the quilt itself was such a cool quilt, and I love all their fabric lines from Christmas. They did a deer Christmas line this year, a swell, and a sweet. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool to take this and make a really scrappy quilt that looks something like this, and just make it as a standalone quilt, but feature all three fabrics. So I had a lot of fun picking through the fabrics and doing a little bit of fussy cutting. Some of you may be familiar with that. But you take fabric like this, and you get a 2.5 inch ruler, and we have a Quilter Select 2.5 inch ruler, and we also have a Creative Grids one. And then you take and center your fabric and cut out your object, and isn't that cute? You get to feature that in the quilt. You can either choose to go ahead and fussy cut or not. The first one I did, because I hadn't really done too much fussy cutting, I did like this, and it turned out pretty nice. But you can see the snowmen aren't all perfectly aligned, but they're still really cute. So you can choose just to go ahead and strip your fabric and do the snowmen like that, or you can go ahead and fussy cut. Here's an example of it. This is, you can see the deer in this one and the Santa, and it just makes it a little more fun. It does take a little bit of time, but it is super fun. So I recommend you decide what you're going to do on that. In our kit, which is right here, it features all the fabrics we used in it. It's a pretty good size kit, and we have the pattern. It's included in it, and you'll also need 12 panels of the 2.5 inch unfinished grid from 10 Sisters, which you may have used that or not. It's a lightweight interfacing. It has a little bit of just the little dots for fusing down your fabric, and this is one panel. It's 9 by 14, and you'll arrange your squares on that. I think it's a little bit like a puzzle, which I think is pretty cool. But I recommend going ahead and cutting out all your pieces and then get them in stacks, so that when you get ready to do your puzzle, you'll have 12 of them to do. And I think it's nice to do one maybe a night. Go ahead and fuse your fabric down. Once it's fused down, you will be sewing rows, and on this first one I'm going to show you. So this is the horizontal rows sewn on this one, and I'll show you what it looks like on the back. And then I've ironed them. You want to do a lot of pressing on this, but when you get to this stage, what you're going to do is you're going to take a pair of small scissors. I tried various scissors. These are Anna Rose, what's the name of these scissors?
Perfect Scissors.
Perfect Scissors. But anyway, this is one of Roberta's favorite scissors. But these work the best out of all the ones I tried, because it's easy to put in your hands. You're only wanting to snip just a little bit. And what you're going to do on each place where you've sewn is you're just going to snip down your seam and just snip like that. And you're going to go across the row and snip each one. And the reason why you're snipping this seam is so that when you go back to sew the vertical rows, that you can iron this down here, and you'll have a nice little nest. So you're going to fold your fabric down like actually the other direction, and where you have clipped, you're going to
give it time to focus.
Okay, you're going to have your seams just separated like that, and then when you go back and sew, won't have a lot of bulk there, and it just makes it really nice. And when it's all done, the seams are going to look like this, and it just lays nice and flat, and it's very nice. So what you're going to need on this project is one of our kits. Features all the fabrics. You're going to need 12 of these piecing grids, and then you will have a finished quilt that is 72 by 84 before borders, and you're just going to have so much fun with this project. So, and you can find this kit online at the Beehive Quilt Shop. Thank you so much.